The Marshal places the mace on his right shoulder ahead of the Speaker during procession into the chamber to begin proceedings. It is the authority and sovereignty of Parliament, holding huge significance, a practice common in other jurisdictions like in the House of Lords or Commons in the United Kingdom, where Ghana drew its parliamentary inspiration from. In the Lords, it rests on the woolsack behind the Lord Speaker during proceedings. As is in the case of the Commons, the Lords may not conduct business in the chamber whilst it is not present. Here in Ghana's parliament, the mace is placed in a stand in front of the clerks in an upright position during formal proceedings.
For the year 2026, I so move.
It became a subject matter of debate on December 9th when the minority disrupted proceedings in what some believe was an attempt to whisk the mace away. The marshals intervened to protect it.
The mace is the symbol of authority to Parliament. So when it is out of where it is, that means that there's no authority of Parliament. And anything that has happened is illegal. It has never happened from 1992.
A careful review of video footage from the day's proceedings shows the mace was in the chamber guarded by two marshals. But why does it matter? Samuel Bing is the executive director of the Parliamentary Network Africa.
I think that it matters not whether it is in the stand or it is being held by a marshal at a time when it was not ordinary proceedings, at a time when people were trying to be able to forcefully take the mace, the symbol of authority. And I think that it is something that needs to be condemned. It is the intention to want to compromise the mace at the time that the House is sitting. We've seen in many parliaments how the mace had been compromised in many instances.
Order 62 of the Standing Orders of Parliament indicates the mace shall stand upright before the table during every sitting except during a sitting of the Committee of the Whole. The order adds that the mace shall not be removed from the stand when sitting is suspended.
Under no circumstance should anybody, member of Parliament, stranger in Parliament, tamper with the authority of Parliament. So that members of Parliament know that whether it is the mace or wanting to drag the seats from beneath, the Speaker, as happened in the 8th Parliament or what have you, these kinds of things should not be happening in the first place. And for me, I think that it's a matter of parliamentary privileges that must apply.
During a consideration stage of a bill, the mace is tilted where the rules of debate or engagement are relaxed.
When the House goes on recess or a parliament is dissolved, the mace is kept at the Bank of Ghana. It tells you about how important it is and why it cannot be desecrated by a member of Parliament or even a caucus, or cannot be taken away by any of these individuals unless the ideal custodians of it, who are the marshals, who bring it into the house, take it out and ensure that it is always kept safe.
The legitimacy and authority of the mace cannot be overemphasized. Why members bow to it at the commencement of business or upon re-entering the chamber when business had started. At the end of proceedings, the marshal yet again carries the mace on his right shoulder ahead of the Speaker to recede from the chamber. Christian Yali, TV3 News, Parliament.